Good morning, everyone. Happy 9 a.m. live stream. I fell ill, dramatically ill yesterday. I was bedridden for a better part of the day, but today I am ready to go. I am here for Bitcoin. I'm here for crypto. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully everyone got a nice night's sleep last night, because this morning I have stumbled across something that I know each and every one of you guys are going to be interested in. But before we talk about that, I need each of you to press that like button. It means a lot to me, actually. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we go live on Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, regardless as to how my stomach feels. Oh God. I'm just warning all of you guys beforehand that there's a solid chance that my cats tweak the hell out and sprint around my desk, because I ran out of wet cat food this morning, so I gave them dry kibble, and they are rebelling dramatically. So periodically they've been sprinting around my studio here. Here comes one of them. How'd your hair DAO interview go? It was good. It was good. It was a pretty quick one. It was like 45-50 minutes long. It was a good interview, though. We got a lot of information covered, so keep your eye out for that. Again, oh, here comes Bird. You want to say anything to them? No, he says, fuck you. He's just here for the water on my desk, but I don't know that he's going to be... Oh, okay. Yep. He's choking himself on the water. All right. Okay. It was a good interview. It was definitely a good interview. They're doing a lot of stuff. They were actually the first decentralized science play that filed a patent. Believe it or not, they have already filed a patent. They have some clinical studies going, or observational studies, but the guys over at Pfizer called them clinical studies. So I'm calling them clinical studies because Pfizer. It's pretty lit, actually. It's pretty lit. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. Hit the like button or donate 50% of profits to that investor on the screen. Yeah, do not hit the like button then. Just donate the profits. I will happily accept those. I press before I chat. Let's go. Let's go. Joshua Jake programmed me. That sounds kind of sus. Hopefully you're over the age of 18 and he has not been grooming for that TikTok, that YouTube live stream like button. So today, Bitcoin's been falling off a little bit of a cliff. Not really a cliff. That's an over-exaggeration. It's definitely been going down all morning, down 1.5%. Again, we'll see if it continues the pattern of falling off a cliff as soon as market opens. Yesterday, we called that pretty much perfectly. It went straight down in a straight line, and then it rebounded back up. I did not expect it to end positive on the day, but that's fine with me. That's fine with me. This morning, it's been selling off a little bit, so I'd be interested to see if we get that same pattern and we see a massive sell-off right at market open, stock market open in 25 minutes at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, or if we just see a change in direction maybe and it actually spikes today. Because so far, every day that the market's been trading with the Bitcoin ETF, as soon as market opens, it falls off a little bit of a cliff. Come on, leave my stuff alone, Bird. So we're going to have to see exactly what happens here, but I'm excited nonetheless, because if number go up, my portfolio go up. If number go down, I get to buy. Nope, I need that too. Come on. Go away. No, you're going to choke. Go away. Please. Here, take this Q-tip. You want a Q-tip? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. If number go up, my portfolio goes up. If number go down, I can buy more at a cheaper price. So literally, there is no world in which I am not happy with what happens to Bitcoin. We have to be reactive to what takes place. Your cat more of a clear communicator than I am. Low-key, he's doing a good job. He's like, fuck you, where's my wet cat food? I know exactly what he wants. Shit liquidity for Cryo DAO, but bad start in my opinion. Could have done things smoother. That's a very, very crucial point, and I wanted to bring that up with you guys. I wanted to talk about that with you guys. There's shit liquidity because there is no liquidity. It has yet to be. We still have 5 days of voting left on the proposal, so it's a DAO. don't get it confused with normal crypto projects. This is a decentralized autonomous organization. So after we've seen Cryo DAO actually go through the entire process of raising funds for the treasury and generating a token, which was what just happened over the course of a month, now there is a governance token. Now the governance period has begun, and you have to go in and vote on what you want the liquidity to look like. So they have not yet created any liquidity pools because nobody has voted on it yet. So I was going to save it for a little bit, but I think it's a good spot to start right off with. Yeah, you can come see. This is vote.cryodao.org. You can actually go to the home and see all of the proposals that they've had. So there was even a proposal for tokenomics that ended 4 weeks ago before they started this round. So you could have come, had you known CryoDAO was going to be a thing, you could have come and voted on it before it even had the tokens as initiated, right? There is a price for it. There is in fact a price for CryoDAO. And now we're voting on the CryoDAO liquidity and treasury proposal. So you can come and read it. It's interesting to me that there are 14,000 cryo, or 5% of the votes, against this proposal. I think that comes from the scientists who just don't want to fund a liquidity pool. They would rather just fund science. I'm like, you guys fundamentally lack the understanding of what's going on here if you think you don't need liquidity to fund the science. In order to fund the science, you're going to have to give them coins. They're immediately going to sell the coins off and then tank the price and get mad that you didn't actually give them the amount of money that you said you were going to give them, because in the process of selling, because there's no liquidity, the price tanked. So you need to have liquidity pools. The proposal is 15% of the Ethereum and 2 to 2.5 times that amount in cryo tokens. So that's to make up with the impermanent loss, right? And to give people the ability to buy in. So you can actually go see the treasury here, and we're going to get to the token price in a second, but let us go to the treasury. The treasury is very unique here. It says it's at $1.1 million, but that's not accurate. That's not true. So they have it 254 Ethereum, which comes to $647,000. They have some USDC, they have some DAI, they have a lot of cryo, and then for some reason they have ATH, which is Athena DAO's token. So is that bullish for Athena DAO? Yes. Why the hell are they holding Athena DAO? That's very confusing for me. Very, very confusing for me. No, you do not get to vote for what price it starts at. It already started. There is already a price. That's funny. That's funny. CryoDAO. It says it's trading at $1.64 per coin. If we do just a little bit of simple math here, okay? Let me pull up the calculator. And you look and you say 194 or 1.94. Come on. 940,000 million. 1,940,000 cryo coins in the treasury. If we multiply that by 1.64, which they state is the current price, you get $3.18 million. Currently speaking, they're saying that there is only $60,000 worth of cryo in the treasury. So that is not accurate. So whoever's put together this website, Zapier, your equations are wrong. Just point blank, something's off. Something's broken. It'll probably fix once there's liquidity in there. If we go over to Zapier, you can see how it traded. So it launched up here at $2.56 at 8 a.m. on January 16th, and it immediately sold off. Again, there's no liquidity in here. So you're going to have to basically, because there's no liquidity, the only way that you're going to actually buy or sell some of your cryo tokens would be to come on here, do one of the swaps, and wait for someone else to come and try and buy those coins. Okay? There is no pool that you can sell into, right? So you need to orchestrate essentially a peer-to-peer transaction here. So there's not going to be, it's not worth even attempting to sell any of your cryo right now. I put 1 Ethereum in, so I have 2,000 cryo tokens, which should come out to $3,200, but I guarantee you I will not get that if I try and sell it. Yeah, see, immediately not going to get it because it's just not the current going rate. I also saw on Dex Tools, this is Cryo. This is the same token address. Be very careful because Dex Tools is full of rug pulls. And anytime a large project is to launch, like something like a Cryo DAO, which is not even that huge in the grand scheme of crypto, but anything that's like this, there will be fake Cryo tokens that launch alongside with it. So make sure that you take the actual contract address and use it if you're going to look at it. This one tells a different story. This one tells it launched at $1 and went up to $1.27. Regardless, it's not worth trying to get in or out right now at all. Wait for some liquidity to come through. That's my personal, that's what I'm doing, okay? Market cap, according to this, is 5.6 million, but there's discrepancies everywhere because this FDV, the fully diluted value, says it's 221,000. That's not accurate because we know that they generated over 1 million coins. And so again, if the price is 1.6, Zapier is just not really holding up their end of the bargain with reporting accurate information. But nonetheless, we are making steps closer and closer towards a liquidity event so that we could potentially take some profits or just start seeing some price action. I know everyone's excited for price action, and I will 100% be taking a chunk of my money out of this as soon as we get that liquidity event, okay? Because that's just, I over allocated into this in anticipation of the price going up and then me being able to take half my money out of it and still having a decently sized bag in it. But I want, hopefully, the price to go up 100% compared to what I got into it at, and then I can take half and have my initial bag out right from the beginning. But we have to wait for this period to end with the governance, and there's 5 days left on it. So sometime over the weekend, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So come Monday, we should be able to sell some Cryo. Cool? Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. I know I just threw a lot of information at you. You have any questions? Any questions for this investor? This or that investor, your pick. It's definitely not on here yet. It probably won't either. Yeah, odds are it's not going to go on to CoinMarketCap anytime soon. I'm curious if CoinGecko has it yet. Any conservative bull run predictions for Cryo? It depends on so much, my man. I recorded a video yesterday talking about VitaDAO and how the price analysis for VitaDAO says that it should trade, that it is currently trading at 3.6 times the amount of money they have in the treasury. If you go off of something like that, then you would assume that currently speaking, the market cap should be about $3.5 million, but that's not even accurate because again, we said that they have multiple M's in here. They got $3 million just in the Cryo token, which kind of negates the entire equation because if the metric I'm using to value something off of is based off of the price of the thing I'm trying to value based with that metric, then it breaks down, right? You can't do that. It's just a little loop. So as far as the price prediction, I honestly think CryoDAO is going to exceed $100 million in market cap. I think that's just a very, very conservative estimate for it, which is why I was kind of hoping it launched at like a $1 million net worth or market cap, but it looks like it launched up at 5 million, which is hysterical. It got so unimaginably large. They do have it. Oh, it's CoinGecko terminal. Damn it. It's basically the same thing as Dex Tools. Yeah, we gotta wait and see. Each one has a completely different chart, you know? What's good, Dream? What's good? Not enough info before launch for me to mess with it. Been waiting to play after launch. Yeah, that makes sense, MK. I respect that entirely. I saw who was backing it and I was willing to take the risk, but it was a complete gamble. It still is a complete gamble. I just saw who was chilling there backing it and I was like, they are scheming on something here. They're up to something and I kind of want in on it. Yeah, let's see. It's difficult to say exactly. Actually, no, it's not. No, it's not. If we go to juicebox/CryoDAO, okay, we can see that there was 1.10818. 1108.18 Ethereum contributed to this entire raise, okay? We know that I put in one Ethereum, I got 2,000 Cryo tokens, and on the split side of that, the team, the treasury, and BioXYZ got an additional 2,000 Cryo tokens, which means for every Ethereum that was sent to CryoDAO's fundraising round through Juicebox, 4,000 Cryo tokens were generated, okay? Not 40,000, you dunce. So that means that there are 4.432720. My brain is not functioning correctly today. It's definitely because I was sick. It's definitely because I was sick yesterday. I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit slow this morning, though. I do not feel on top of my game here. I was like sweating profusely all last night, but that's all right. We got 4.4 million tokens times the price that it looks like it's trading at, which is either 1.27 or 1.64. We're gonna go with 1.27 because there's two sources saying that, Dex Tools and CoinMarket or CoinGecko. So times 1.2746 means that the market cap is 5.6 million right now, which co-aligns with this one over here, 5.63, 5.65, close enough. Market cap right now is 5.6. So I'm saying, and that's fully diluted. That's not the circulating market cap. We're gonna have to wait and see how much of that is circulating. We know that we can multiply this by what would it be? 0.87, because 13% of it's in the treasury, and that's not necessarily, that's locked up right now. So we know we can already multiply that by 0.87, remove the treasury. I'm assuming BioXYZ is going to have some amount in it, which means we can take another 0.6 off of it. So it's going to be too difficult for my brain to do that right now. So we'll divide it by that again, and then multiply it by the 0.81. So it's probably closer to a $4 million circulating market cap, and that's even still just a question, you know? That's still even like, I have no idea. We have to wait and see. We're just purely speculating right now. Somewhere around $5 million market cap. I think it's probably gonna hit upwards of 100 million, which means that there's likely I'm expecting some amount of a 20x to come from this. So one Ethereum in, hopefully I can get the equivalent of 20 Ethereum out, but that's also measuring it in ETH, and if ETH goes up in value, that changes it all around a lot. But market's opening in 10 minutes. Is it something you ate? Can we still put in 1 ETH? No. This ended many, many days ago now. This ended, I guess not many days ago. This ended 2 days ago. There's still there's other projects that are doing token generation events right now, like Axon DAO. Axon DAO is doing their token presale right now. It's significantly smaller. They've only raised 34 Ethereum, which is far different than the 1,100 Ethereum that Cryo raised. And they give you a little bit more information, but it's like a little different. It's very different, actually. There are many other DeSci projects that are listing. CryoDAO is probably going to be the biggest one to have raised until CZ launches his. Whenever CZ launches his DeSci project, CryoDAO will maintain the largest, I imagine. It looks like Bird, only chunkier. Let's see how many of you guys are chilling in here with us. We got 15 concurrent viewers and only 7 likes. I just went over a lot of information with CryoDAO, so you guys definitely owe me a like here. So go ahead and hit that like button. I appreciate all you guys being in here. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is Bitcoin going to go up? Is Bitcoin going to go down? So far today, it's been going down. And we got 9 minutes till stock market open. And so far, every day that the ETF has been trading, Bitcoin has sold off as soon as the stock market opened. Surprise, surprise. That's the nature of the stock market. Today, we'll see if we get another sell-off or if we get a pop. Maybe it's just a change in direction to expect today. But regardless, I am assuming a lot of volatility in the next 9 minutes. So keep your finger on the trigger and get ready to make some money, baby. Get ready to make some money. Yeah, crypto. I'm excited for Cryo. I'm excited for Cryo to get listed somewhere that I can actually add it to my portfolio here for my bag holder to homeowner challenge, because I've been just saying that the money's in USDC right now, but it's not. $100 of this is the Cryo DAO coin, which means theoretically I could put it in at $1.27 and assume that I made $27 off of it so far, but I'm patiently waiting. Yes, sir. Data Lake, sir. Look at this. Let's look at some of these transactions here. So we had an initial buy of $25 worth of Data Lake at 0.17 pennies. Now it's chilling up here at, what is the price? At 2.7 pennies. So we've made a large chunk of money off of that. I averaged up and then I took all of the profits out. So I put $75 in, I took 200 out, and I still have just shy of $400 in it. I'm still bullish on Data Lake. I'm still very bullish on Data Lake. Let's go look at the Lake Weth. Are you in ARC? ARC? No. I have a feeling Cryo is going to be lucrative because it sounds like such a scam. LOL. Oh my god. There's a lot of need for cryopreservation. I understand that everyone's making a meme out of it, but let me show you guys something. I just talked to one of the founders over at Athena DAO. Just talked to one of the founders over at Athena DAO, which is interesting now that I'm piecing this together in my brain here. It's unique that in the treasury for CryoDAO, it's holding some ATH tokens, which is the token behind Athena DAO. But I was talking to the leader, LOL, it's a DAO, the founder, and she was explaining to me the need for cryopreservation in what they're doing. Not to freeze a body and hope for longevity, right? But she was telling me that there's actually a way now that you can go, not you, but medical experts can go into the ovaries of a woman when she's about 25 years old, right? Like 25, she said 25, so I'm not going to add or subtract any age to that. Take tissue from the ovaries, take tissue from the uterus, preserve it by freezing it, cryopreservation, and then when the woman turns 40 years old, you can reintroduce that tissue into the areas, into the ovaries and into the uterus, and it will actually regenerate and revitalize all of the tissue, and she becomes fertile, or more fertile, because there are women who are fertile at 40 years old. They become fertile again, which is huge. That's crazy. In a world in which women are now forced to get into the workforce, which has been like that for 80 years, so I don't know why I'm saying in a world, but women who want to prioritize their career, the best time to be prioritizing your career is when you're in your 20s and in your 30s, when you can afford to just like head down, let's fucking go, guys. Let's go. Guys and gals now. They can actually do that and preserve some of their fertility time. And then once they've successfully created a career and made a name for themselves in the workforce, they can then go look at becoming a mother and having children. So it's very unique, right? Nobody thinks to talk about that. You also preserve the eggs by freezing them. You preserve the sperm by freezing them. You preserve all of the organs. You can literally freeze any organ you wanted. If you successfully do cryopreservation, when you do organ transplant for surgeries and stuff, you would no longer need to worry about like, oh, we only have 10 minutes before this heart or this liver becomes no longer good from the dead patient that we just had. Nah, dude, just freeze it. Just freeze it. We'll have it on deck for whenever we need the next person who needs an organ can come in, right? It's huge. It's huge. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And it's a meme, yes. It absolutely is a meme. And what most people are thinking is of Walt Disney freezing himself, right? So that he could come back to life at a later point in time when the technology is there, when we have that ability. Because what DeSci is showing, not just DeSci, what science is showing is that death is a disease that will be cured eventually. Is that eventually in our lifetime? I would be willing to bet no. It's not going to be in our lifetime. It probably won't even be for another 200, 300 years before we can actually successfully cure death. I think it's going to be a long time away. And a lot of rich people are starting to wake up to that. And their only option right now is to freeze themselves. So they're funneling money into things like Cryo DAO. They're funneling money into cryopreservation research. And because there's not much of a profitability off of this, traditional science refuses to fund it. Traditional science refuses to fund cryopreservation because you're not going to make money off of this. Decentralized science is stepping up to the plate to try and fund and propel forward cryopreservation, and a ton of rich people are funneling money into it. It is a meme, yes, but we went over 2 use cases here. Dan Park, Axon DAO. Yes, sir, Axon DAO. Axon DAO, Axon is a part of the neuron. It's the little part of the neuron that reaches out and makes neural connections, right? It's this branch here. So this is basically a nerve. This is a nervous cell, and they send messages through the axon to other nervous cells, other neurons in the body. And so they are focused a lot of their research on neurodegeneration. They're also focused on Alzheimer's and stuff like that. They actually have a study that one of their founders is working on right now, because apparently when you're depressed or happy or angry or whatever, your voice tells that. So if you're depressed, if you're confused, your voice, no matter how hard you try and mask it, will tell somebody else that. And so you feed a bunch of voice data into AI, and you can actually get a predictive model of people, how they're actually feeling, if they're depressed, if they're going through neurodegeneration, based off of how their voice acts. And it is predictive in the sense that it'll be able to tell you before you truly feel it. It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. A lot of use cases. Axon is a company. The people behind Axon DAO have had a company in the medical field for well over a decade. Well over a decade. So it's not like this is just some brand new thing. I didn't mean to click on that one. I meant to go click on the liquidity. It's not like it's some brand new cash grab. They're a company who's trying to utilize the technology. So market opens in 1 minute. Market opens in 1 minute. I think, based off the liquidity map here, that there's a large possibility that we just have a reversal and see Bitcoin come up and fill this gap up here. Fill this gap up all the way up to $43,400. There's a lot of liquidity. There's not much liquidity down here. It's going to be interesting to see, because again, every single day that we've had trading available on the stock market with the Bitcoin ETF, we've seen Bitcoin sell off as soon as market opens. Yesterday was the picture perfect example of that, but it goes even further. Every single day, Bitcoin sell off. Bitcoin sell off. I think the last ones were up here, or this was the weekend, never mind. LOL. No. Should I blow the air horn? Or do a bell to ring to signify that the market just opened at 9:30? Again, the only thing that would switch it up is that, look, again, liquidity is above. Right here. We look at the top part here. There's a lot of liquidity up above. But you guys have any more questions about decentralized science? DeSci. One person who I'm going to put on blast here, because I know he's not going to watch a single thing that I put out here. I just know that without a doubt of mind. Daniel. Crypto is good. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. I'll give him that. But in this sense, he's being very dumb. And I will say that to his face, too. I'm not trying to be, like, two-faced with it at all. But I can see the next big leg of DeSci pump coming. Don't fade it. And then he said, I'm up a lot on my science Ponzi's. And I said, which ones? There's one I could see being classified as a Ponzi, but I won't name names. I don't want to name names. No, not you, Dan. Dan, I love you. Dave Portnoy can't win on Bitcoin. Neither can I. Oh God, let's talk about Dave Portnoy in a second, because he is the epitome of retail. He is the embodiment of a retail trader, and it's hysterical. Daniel then said everything in crypto is a Ponzi, broski, to which I fully believe that if you think this, you should get out. I'm not trying to talk shit about him. I don't want to talk bad about him, because he's a smart man and he's been very ingrained into the ICP ecosystem, Definity. But if you believe that everything in crypto is a Ponzi and you are still participating, I think that you are showing some colors of yourself that are not too great. I said, do you really need me to break out what a Ponzi is? LMAO, I just got up. Crypto is not a Ponzi. There are Ponzis in crypto, and there's a lot of scammers. Nobody's denying that. But saying everything in crypto is a Ponzi is just like, is ignorant as hell, to be honest. It's ignorant as fuck. It kind of makes me annoyed because he is a figure in the space. There's people who listen to him very carefully, and it's just stupid. It's just a stupid ass comment. Everything's in crypto is a Ponzi. Where'd that video go of Dave selling? Is that? I thought that was BitBoy for a second. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is this? Did he didn't post it, huh? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So basically, Dave Portnoy got to talk with the Winklevoss twins, who are the people behind Gemini, and they convinced him that Bitcoin was a good investment. However, the way they did it was stupid as hell. They were like, Elon Musk is sending spaceships into the outer space, and out in the meteor or in the asteroid belt, there's a lot of gold, and so Elon's going to make it rain gold from outer space, and that's going to make gold irrelevant, and Bitcoin's the new gold, and so you need to buy Bitcoin to get some gold. And like, he was like, I don't understand a single thing you just said to me, but okay, I'll put $1 million into Bitcoin. And then that was pretty much the exact top, actually. He bought literally the top of the market because he's the epitome of retail traders. Then it started going down, and at the actual bottom of the market, when everything was collapsing, when FTX was going under, when Gemini was going under, when everything was collapsing, he sold it at like $17,000. You can actually, I don't want to play the video because, you know what, we'll just play the video. Let me know if it's too loud. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. Just let him explain it. Let me put my headphones on. He is butthurt, and he's being dense about it. He's being so dense. Is the volume okay? Why can't you hear, motherfuckers? Very low volume or can't hear? Because that's a difference in what I have to do to OBS. It's probably just playing it. Yeah, it's funny because you can only hear it because it's radiating out of my headphones. I don't actually care to figure out what's going on with that. So basically, Dave Portnoy bought a bunch of Bitcoin in this photo that he put up here. Bought a bunch of Bitcoin at $37,000, and then FTX started going bankrupt, and he said, "Fuck you guys, FTX is stupid as hell. Let me go check and make sure that everything's safe because I have it on Gemini." Gemini is the Winklevoss's exchange, and he was like, let me just go check because the Winklevoss people told me that it was going to rain gold because Elon Musk was going out to mine gold, and there's a lot of gold out there in the asteroid belt. And that's true. There's an aggressive amount of gold out in the asteroid belt, but we're probably 20 to 30 years away from that happening. So that was like a little bit of a mind fuck. It was like the blind leading the blind when it came to that. And so he went on to check, and he was like, okay, Bitcoin's at $16,000 right now, but it's still on Gemini. Bitcoin is still, yeah, November 16th. he accidentally sold and put all of his Bitcoin into cash. He didn't remember doing this. And so as Bitcoin was rallying in price, he's like, let's go, I'm making money, let's go, it's going up. And he went on to check how much money he had made when the ETF got approved, only to see that on November 16th, he sold all of his Bitcoin, which is hysterical. It looks like Bitcoin's selling off a little bit here since market open. Not something to be dramatic about. So far, we're still chopping, too early to say. But November 16th, he sold all of his Bitcoin. He paper-handed right here. He marked the actual bottom of the market. Like, I'm 2 days off, but you get the point. He paper-handed right there. How hysterical. And it was an accident. He did that by accident. So he took an L. He bought in at $37,000 and then sold it at $16,000. So he put $1.2 million into Bitcoin and then sold it for 54% loss and didn't know that he wasn't riding this entire rally upwards, right? Had no idea that he was missing out on that until right now. And so now he's just ranting. He's angry as fuck. He's mad as hell. I'll figure out why I can't express it to you guys. Yeah, now he's just got $400,000 in cash. Oh my god. That's how much he had. $400,000 in cash in his account and he put 1.2 in.
Out at 20 by accident, and I didn't mean to cash out. I wouldn't have left the money just sitting there like a fucking dick face. I cannot win with Bitcoin. Somebody owes me Bitcoin.
Nobody owes you Bitcoin, my man. Nobody owes you any Bitcoin. You just, oh my god. And then he's getting mad. I didn't get scared out of Bitcoin. I got scared my exchange was folding because of that rat fuck SBF, which isn't even a bad thing to get scared about. Like, generally speaking, you make fun of people who paper hand, but anyone who is paper handing right here, like, genuinely, I understand. You were obviously wrong, and I was telling you were wrong in the moment, but like, I understand anyone who sold right there because it was scary as fuck. There was actual talk that Bitcoin was going to end up going down to like $9,000, $8,000. People were calling for like $6,000, $5,000 Bitcoin, which is ludicrous, but like, I understand people selling at that price. Yeah, well, that's because I took the headphones and just put it right in front of the microphone so you guys could hear. It's crazy he may have made more money with the content he put out losing the Bitcoin. LOL. No, probably not. He would have to really double down on it. He would really have to double down. He's getting a lot of engagement, so maybe he's making a good chunk, but I doubt he's making $600,000, $700,000 off of his content based off just the Bitcoin content. He obviously makes all of his money off of content, so I imagine he is, like, he's definitely raking it in. Oh man, I have to add an extra line. I got the audio capture device. Display YouTube. I got the audio input capture. Oh, I think it only... Properties... I can't just up it. Filters? No. Alright, I'll figure it out on my own time, I guess. He was supporting some random exchange. I bet he got a check off that too. Oh, that's probably true. Damn, Bitcoin. Damn, we're coming up to fill that liquidity. I would fully expect Bitcoin to rally above $43,300. So that puts us with Bitcoin rallying somewhere around here. I'll just draw a circle because I don't know exactly where the line is going to stop. But that's where I would imagine that Bitcoin's coming. And then why not come up and test this support line or this resistant line one more time. Again, we got to pay attention closely and wait and attentively focus ourselves on where Bitcoin closes the weekly candle this week. If we can close this weekly candle up around $44,000, then Bitcoin gets to continue rallying. If we do not get to close it above 44,000, then we're having a pullback, a larger scale pullback, and we'd probably be about halfway done with it, if not only a quarter of the way done. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys want to go over your portfolios? I would love to see some of you guys in the chat right now. How many people are chilling with us? We got 9 people hanging with us still. I would love to see some of you guys put out your portfolios, whether decentralized science or just crypto in general. And let's see. A fake crypto crush just followed me. Let's see what you guys are holding, what you guys are paying attention to. I think DAO is starting to go crazy. I want some BitTenzer. Yeah, look at that. That was the pullback for BitTenzer. Did anyone manage to get in under $200 on BitTenzer? This, I think, is going to be one that does really well. I think this will be one that holds up very, very well over the course of this bull market. Did anyone manage to get in under that $200 threshold? What do you think about FTN? The monthly candle looks like shit all wick. For what? For Bitcoin? Fast token? I mean, the chart doesn't look awful. It's definitely well, it's about to enter into price discovery. It's about to enter into price discovery. It's sitting at a $452 million market cap. What the hell? This just like... Did this just spontaneously appear? Back in January of last year, so it's been out for about a year. I think that EVMs will have a nice time this cycle, but there are too many of them for me to pay much attention. The competition's just too large there. So it could make some good money, but it's not for me. And it's already at $452 million market cap. Tokenomics, or token supply, doesn't look that bad, all things considered. But I'm not super interested in EVMs right now. Render or Fetch AI. I like both of them. Admittedly, I did not like Render initially, right? Back here, I held a classroom on it saying like, hey, don't buy it right now, it's gonna go down. And it went down, I thought I was a genius, and now it's gone back up to a higher price point. And so people who did buy there are now up 50%, a little bit more. Render's part of that D-pin narrative, which I didn't fully wrap my head around initially. I forget the ticker. Oh, it's just fentanyl. Fetch AI, again, it's one of those AI narratives. I think it'll do really well. Look at this on the daily here. It's having somewhat of a contraction pattern, right? So Tim, Crypto Weatherman, calls this volatility contraction. Yeah, it pairs with some amount of volume, but I don't have the volume up right now. Floop. Do you mind? He was just shoving his entire head down the glass. What are you doing? I'm sorry, guys. I feel like he's gonna tip the glass over. I'm actually kind of nervous he's just gonna tip the glass right over. Is this Wildcat Safari channel? Yes, indeed. It is whatever channel I want to fucking do, huh? How about that? Dude, yep, I knew you were gonna do that. He just put his paw on the cup like this and tried to pull it over. He is maniacal. He is maniacal. I'll give you water in a minute. Chill. Come here. Come say hi to them. Yeah, both fetch and render, I think, will make people good amounts of money. It's funny because you can't even see him in this with my black shirt. I'm holding his head right here. I think you'd like ARC, AI coin, coming out with swaps, limit orders, small market cap, lots of Twitter attention. I've definitely heard it a couple times at this point. Floop. Alright, chill. Yeah, you have water out there, unless you tipped it all over. I'm sorry, I'll be done being live in a little bit, okay? And he's right back. I did warn you guys at the beginning of this. Holy shit. This is the actual thing? This is a beautiful chart. This reminds me a lot like Caspa. All I see is his two eyes. He is funny. He blends in immaculately with this black shirt. Stop! No more water, buddy. No more water. Go play. Go play. This reminds me a lot of the Caspa chart, so it's definitely worth looking into a little bit more. Caspa looked like that back here, right? It exploded up and then had some large pullbacks. It reminds me of it as if we're right here. So I'd watch for it to chop around for a little bit and then maybe explode. I don't know what it is yet though, so I can't confirm nor deny that kind of activity. A $60 million market cap, nice, so it is significantly smaller. Cutting edge of Web3 and AI technology, offering tools and proprietary technology to facilitate the development and management of decentralized projects, ecosystems, and businesses. The cornerstone of these decentralized finance tools is Reactor, a user-friendly graphical user face. ZK EVM. I do like me some zero knowledge. I'm definitely gonna look into this a little bit more. All right, you're done. You're done. Sorry, Floop. Close my ghetto door. Oh my god. I don't mind the cats. I play with Wolf while I watch you in the morning. Let's go, MK. Let's go. He distracts me though. I wouldn't mind him being on the live streams at all. I wouldn't mind either of them being on the live streams, but I have a lot of shit on my desks and they're just up here like trying to smack it off, and I don't want that because some of it's knives and shit. Like my ADHD makes me play with this knife while I talk to you guys. I don't know much about the platform, but it's supposed to be coming soon, so don't take too long, LOL. Alright, bet. I'm gonna duplicate this page, and then I'm gonna pull it to the side so I can save it for after the live stream. I'm actually super excited to see Cryo explode. I think Cryo DAO is gonna have a really fun time. I think that we could see this thing in the very near term up at $5 to $10. I think that Cryo DAO is going to compete with Research Coin for market cap in the very near future. So I'm hyped for that. What else we got? I need to revitalize the portfolio. Saucer Swap did really good. Saucer Swap's up 14% today. So that one's definitely coming to life a little bit, but I'm probably gonna, I'm going to add some more to Gene and Research Coin. I want to get both of these over $100 in the portfolio. And might as well get Vita over $100, right? We have $750 to play with here. So it's really only $550, but if we go ahead and take like $200 or $300 and deploy it out there. My problem is that if we get the crash, oh my God, why does it even matter though? If I buy Gene at a $5 million market cap, does it even matter if it crashes down to a $1 million market cap? If I think it's going to 500 million, you know? If I think there's 100x left in it, does it matter if it goes down? I could just get a 300x. That's how you get risky though. Yeah. You guys have anything else you want to talk about? Any more questions? I'm far too... I gotta put this over here so I can just watch it without having to click to it on the actual screen. Otherwise, I'm going to probably go back to bed. I still don't feel that great. And I just need to drink some water and hang out. Drink some water and hang out. Bitcoin's rallying like crazy. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. It's nice to see the pattern reversed. The trend has been cleaned up. The trend has reversed. Bitcoin is no longer immediately just dumping upon market open. This market open, we decided to pump dramatically. I would watch carefully until $43,300. Get some rest. Don't drink cat water. It's too late. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. I will see you guys in the next video. Keep an eye out. I got some interviews coming. I'm going to try and get the Axon DAO interview out before the pre-sale ends. But we'll see how that ends up going. All right. See you guys.